Bill, you talk to Republicans more than Barack Obama does every week on your show. Any advice for him on how to handle these guys tomorrow?
Well, actually, he tries so hard. I mean, this man, I saw him with Bill O'Reilly, as I'm sure a lot of people did in this country before the Super Bowl, and all I could think of is, I would never be that way. I just do not have it in me to take that much, really, that much guff, shall we call it, since I'm not on HBO.
Right.
I just feel like the most difficult part of his job must be to quelch the rage that somewhere must be inside him to say, I'm the President of the United States. You don't talk to me like this. I'm not some I'm not Al Sharpton, you know. I won this job. And Bill O'Reilly, who claims he's such a patriot, how unpatriotic, in my view, to treat a president that way. How does that look to other countries when you're interrupting and belittling? I saw what you did on your show last night, counting the number of times he was interrupted. I just find it astounding.
Yeah, I mean,
and as far as the go ahead, sorry.
Well, you know, over 42 interruptions in 15 minutes. I mean, you don't have to be the President of the United States to say, hey, maybe you'd only interrupt me 15 times in 15 minutes. How about that? How about one a minute?
And John Boehner not attending any of these places that he's invited to by the President. I don't remember this ever happening before.
Yeah,
with other presidents.
That's
you
new,
don't have to.
But they have decided to show up tomorrow. Boehner's going to show up there tomorrow. They're going to have lunch and pretend there's some way for them to go forward, governing together, right after, you know, within 24 hours, less than 24 hours after the president says we should do infrastructure spending in this country, try to catch up with the rest of the world on this sort of thing, and get some real rail service going in different places around the country. Republicans immediately say, no, we're not going to do that. And then what are they going to talk about tomorrow?
But, I mean, that's okay. Well, that's policy. I mean, they're allowed to do that. But this idea, this attitude they have that Barack Obama won the election fair and square by a big margin. He is the president. But somehow he always has to beg them just to come to the table. Or, as he did with the speech yesterday before the Chamber of Commerce, apologize to them. Why is he apologizing to these guys, the business community? He saved their ass. This narrative that somehow they've had to put up with this incompetent socialist the last 2 years, and now he's coming around. No. They're the ones, the business community, not them specifically, more Wall Street, but they tanked the economy, and this competent man brought it back and stabilized it. All the people who got a lump in their throat watching that Super Bowl commercial about how Detroit has come back, well, that's Obama who got Detroit back. He's the one who bailed out the auto industry. You know, the notion that he somehow is moving to the center, he's always been there, and he's always been very friendly and good to business. How this president is a radical, I don't know where they're getting this from. You know, he wanted to drill more for oil. He stayed in Afghanistan. Health care is an old Republican plan. You know, he wants to raise taxes 3% on the richest 1 or 2%. This is not a radical. They do not see reality.
His health care